for repairs and maintenance, and then 5% for CapEx expenses. So
Okay, I like
and
that. I
with
mean, the process is good because I'd rather you have that extra room and not need it than need it and not have it.
exactly, yeah. So I do that just in case. So I can be a little more stringent. If they're like, oh, numbers are good, then it looks even better on the end buyer, depending on, however they run their numbers. So yeah, it was around what's it called? It was around 15, I think 14 or 15% cash on cash return, doing it that way. So
What's the? Do you remember the cash flow? Like how much they're getting a year or a month?
yeah, I'll pull it up right now. It was gonna be
So far, it sounds like this deal's gonna fly off the shelf.
yeah, I'm
That
hoping
sounds like a
so.
good deal.
Yeah. Let me make sure that it was. If you want to plug them in real fast, since you have that pulled up.
Oh yeah, shit. I don't mind.
Yeah.
All right. What was the purchase price?
266,770.
All right. And seller finance amount?
248, 096 and 10 cents.
Was this a deal blaster?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say you know better. All right. What's the down payment?
18,673 and 90 cents. Yeah, I don't do cents like that on the deals.
Okay. You put 10 for you, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then what's the rent?
Rent is 2,000. Yeah, and Deal Sniper says $2,048, so I just did 2,000.
All right. And then you're giving them 1,100, right?
Yeah. Let's make sure. I think that's what it says is 2,000. And then you need taxes and insurance. Yeah, I think Renometer had the rent higher. I think I was talking to you about this one because taxes is 3,400 and
Wait,
insurance is 1,000.
wasn't this one like 2,500, 26, something like that?
Yeah, when I did Renometer, it was more.
I think it was 2,550 is what I ended up putting. Okay, what did you say? They said 3,400. What is the insurance?
1,000.
Yeah, it couldn't have been that because that's too high. Was it 2,250? Yeah, it looks like we're in the ballpark. Was it 2,300?
Yeah, it was probably 23.
Oh yeah, okay, I see where you're at. So we have $5,000 a year,
Yeah.
14.7 cash on cash return, 53% year one return on investment. This is a good deal.
Yeah.
And your actual entry fee percentage is 10.36%. Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's it at?
El Paso. So it's a
Oh
good
yeah,
city.
dude, you're gonna get this one sold real quick. Hell,
Yeah.
now okay. So let me ask you a question. You went through the jump start. You know how to dispo. What did you put for the inspection period? How long?
14 business days.
You want to try and push it for the first like 4 or 5 days? Because if we push it, we're
Oh,
gonna take
yeah.
40%. If you want to put, I mean, this is a layup. This deal's a layup. So I'll send
Yeah.
you over. You're in the program anyway. So I'll send you
Yeah.
over a template for the dispo material. All you have to do is plug and play your deal's information and try and push it out for the first 3 or 4 days. And if you
Okay,
start getting
perfect.
traction, if you keep getting traction, work it. Obviously, I'll help you talk to the buyers and whatever we need to do. Because if you can keep that 40%, you keep it. You know what I mean? Like, keep it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, since we have enough leeway, the 14 business days is plenty of time. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And worst case scenario, if you don't end up moving it, then my team's got 11 business days to move it, which ends up being like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that sounds good.
Hell yeah, dude. Let me know once you got it under contract and I'll send you over the dispo template.
Okay, beautiful. That sounds good.
Awesome. Good job, man. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. So this is an open forum Q&A training. I will be in here as long as you guys have questions. Who's got a question or needs help with something? Cool. Well, this is the shortest training I've ever been on. No, what's up, Michael?
Hey, Sean, I just had a question.
Go
Not like
for it.
this is gonna happen, or I was wondering, like, have you ever had a buyer back out after? I mean, you're fully transparent with like you wholesaling, but like in general, if someone were to back out of like after realizing it was a wholesale deal, how would that work? Like, would the
You
buyer still be
you
paying
talking about
closing?
the buyer backed out or the seller backed out?
Seller.
Are you still within your inspection period?
Um, I mean, I don't think it'll happen just like in general.
Oh, you're just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that could look. I've had a deal just hell what's today? Wednesday? 3 days ago. We were supposed to close on Monday. Buyer backed out the day of closing. So yeah, it happens. I tell people all the time, just because you get just because you get a good lead, doesn't mean it's going to turn into a contract. Just because you get a deal under contract doesn't mean you're going to be able to find a buyer for it. And just because you find a buyer for it and get that assignment contract doesn't mean the deal's going to close. In this business, shit can always happen. Now, yes, you prep for it. You try and cross all your T's, dot all your I's before you move forward, so that doesn't happen. But there's just certain things you just can't control. When the seller wants to back out, it really depends. If you ended up lying to them or misrepresenting yourself and they found out that you're a wholesaler, I would let them out. If you told them that you're a wholesaler and they're just backing out just because, and it's still within the inspection window, I would file a memorandum on the property.
Does
And I
that
would
mean
let,
like the title clouds and they
yeah,
can't sell to anyone else?
exactly.
Have
Because
you
if
ever
you
had to do
represent
that?
it one time, let me rephrase. I should have done it like 20 times. I've only actually done it one time. Just because I'm not going to force, it's not going to help my reputation by forcing someone to do business with me if they don't want to for any reason. It's just, it's not worth it. Because yeah, I may force that person to close and I'll get my money, but my name is going to be smeared in that entire community, that entire neighborhood, that entire market. And especially if there's a real estate agent involved. And that's just going to cost me future business. Someone would have to really, really piss me off. And it takes a lot to do that for me to file a memorandum, which is why I've only done it once. So
Yeah.
can you do it? Is it in our contract? Yeah. Yeah, you can do it. I personally don't. I'm not going to force anyone to do anything. If you want to do it, great. If you don't want to do it for whatever reason, as long as you don't piss me off, then yeah, okay, bye. Good luck. I'll get another one. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, if you
That
don't mind me asking, like what they do to piss you off so much for you to do that?
I don't remember. What the hell did he do? What the hell did he do? I gotta text Brandon. Hold on a second. Because now I don't remember it. So most of the time, one second. Brandon, that guy that we filed the memorandum for Skylar, what did he end up doing that pissed us off so much? All right, can answer me in a second. I'm one of those people that when I'm that angry, if I don't do something violent immediately, then I just delete you from my memory. Like you don't exist. You're a blade of grass. You're a pebble on the street. You're a piece of trash. And not in the sense that I'm trying to talk shit. What I mean is I don't have time to waste on people that piss me off. I don't have time. Like I'm old. So when I get that angry, I usually just delete you. I don't think about you ever again. You have no space in my mind, which is probably why I don't remember why this guy pissed me off so much. But Brandon will text me here in a few minutes and he'll let me know. It must have been something bad. He either did something to one of my closers, like pissed them off, or he backed out at the last minute for some bullshit. It had to be one of those because everybody on my team, we do things above board. So it wasn't us. He must have talked shit to one. Maybe it was Amber and he talked shit to her. I don't know. I got to find out because I'm very protective of my team. Like the only thing that I care about ever is loyalty. That's all that matters to me. You're loyal to me. I'll put someone in the ground for you if they deserve it. I don't care. You're on my team. So yeah, that's probably what he ended up doing. But like I said, Brandon will tell me in a minute and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, that sounds good. And say like they back out and there isn't any inspection left, like would I just be inclined to purchase that property?
If who backs out, the seller?
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're never inclined to buy the property. The worst thing that can ever happen to a wholesaler when they're past the inspection period is that they need to pay the earnest money deposit when they back out.
Okay, that's good.
That's literally what it's for. That's why so many people do $100 earnest money deposit or a $10 earnest money deposit. Me, all my contracts are $500 unless they're on market. If they're on market, they're like 1,000 to 1,500 max. I'm not going any more than that.
Yeah, mine have 0, so I should be straight.
Yeah, you're good because that's literally what the earnest money deposit is for. Is so in case you end up wasting the seller's time, they're compensated for their time. That's what it's for. If you don't have anything down for it, they can't force you to buy the fucking property.
All right, Pat.
And anyone who says they can, I would just laugh and hang up. Leslie, what's up, man? Oh shit, you're muted, dude.
All right. Hey, listen.
What's up, dude?
You remember the deal that we were working on, the 6 unit?
Yeah.
I sent the LOI to the guy, and
Okay.
the agent called me back. The only one thing he didn't want is the balloon. He wanted a 2-year balloon because I put 10 years.
What's the purchase price?
The 450.
Oh shit, 2 years is not gonna work.
No, that's what I said. I put 10 in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he send it back to me, said you want 2. I tell him no, we can do 5.
Okay, that's good. It's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for his response.
Okay. This deal, we underwrote this deal, right? Cash flow is good. Like this one should move relatively quick. Leslie?
What you say?
This deal cash flows, right? Everything else about it was great. It's just the balloon.
Yeah, it's just the balloon.
All right, we should be able to get it moved. I'm not worried about it. If he says yes to the 5-year balloon, let's go ahead and get that locked up. I think that'll work.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Anybody else have a question? Like I said, I'm on here until you guys don't have any more questions. This is open forum, so you can ask.
Oh, I have another one.
What's up, Leslie?
The same agent. You got me or somebody else talking?
No, yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, the same agent sent me another one. That was a quad, and they had a 8.99 interest. I tell her, no, that's not gonna work for us.
Does it cash flow?
Nah, because you know what? I think it's a hard money loan he get to get the property.
Yeah.
He already flipped everything.
Damn.
When I look at the picture, everything flipped. I tell him, well, you need to find a homestead buyer.
It's a 4-unit or 4-bedroom?
Yeah, it's a 4-unit.
Yeah, the homestead buyer is not going to work. I mean, it's maybe someone. Yeah, if someone's house hacking, they might do it. What are they getting every month? What's the charge per unit? How much are they getting?
I didn't look at it. When she sent it to me, I just look at the pictures. And when I tell her you need to ask him if he got a loan, what's the loan balance, what's the interest rate, and what he's paying, and she tell me it's a 8.99. And when I look at the property the way it is, and I know the area, it's a property, and then he's an investor too. I said, well, that's a hard money loan he's trying to get out of.
Yeah. Yeah, but if he's a flipper and not a buy it, because if he was a buy and hold guy, he wouldn't be trying to sell it. So it sounds like he flipped it, used the hard money, like you said, got a good rate. Because usually hard money is like 12 to 14%. And then now he's trying to sell it. If the deal cash flows, we might be able to flip it to a buy and hold investor.
You want me to take a look at it? I think she still have it.
Yeah, I mean, shit, might as well.
All right.
Might as well. Again, you have to run it through the system to see if it'll cash flow. But if it's 4 units, do you have the monthly payment? What's the monthly mortgage payment?
Hold up. She sent it to me. I can look at it now because I don't want to lose the meeting. I think she sent it to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's around 22 or 23. I think it was.
I mean, shit. As long as each unit rents for $700 or more, that's that might work. And then
All
the
right,
investor will just refinance it after like a year or so of owning it.
okay. I'll take a harder look at it.
Yeah, and it's listen for anyone that's like, oh shit, we can take 9% interest rates. Not usually. If this was a single family or even a duplex, probably not. You're not good. But because there's 4 units, what city?
It's here in Jonesboro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's renting for $750 a month, it should work.
Oh, yo, this unit will rent for at least 15 grand. 1500.
Each unit?
Yep.
Oh, see, yeah, that I would get the numbers on that deal. You might very well be able to move that even at 9%.
Well, I'll take a harder look at it. I'll get around to it.
Awesome. And then just so we're on the same page, you said this is a real estate agent that you built a relationship with, and then this is how many deals have they sent you already? Is this the third one, the fourth one?
That's the third one.
That's how you do it. Good job, man. Good job.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Leslie. That's one thing about you, man. If I tell you to do something, you just do it, and then I love when it works.
Hey, let me tell you, I
it.
start talking just like you too.
Good. Shit, if you can pull it off, go for it. More people should.
All right, man.
Good job, man. Anybody else have any questions or deals that they need help with? Responses to real estate agents. How to understand parts of creative financing.
We could try to underwrite this deal real fast that this agent sent me.
An agent sent you a deal too?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love when it works. What kind of deal is it?
So it's this dude Manny goes, I have a seller that may be open to a seller finance offer for this one. So I think it's going to be a sub 2. I haven't looked at anything. So amount owed, if you want to start this way, is about 320.
Okay.
Agent says it's 4.9% interest. Prop stream shows 7.4. So
all right.
I just did the PITI, so everything is 2770.
2,700. Damn.
Yeah, just the principal interest is 2252. So it's crazy.
Right. What will it rent for?
Deal Sniper shows 23.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
So immediately, because payments higher than estimated rent, that's why it doesn't work.
Correct.
Yeah, sucks.
I do have one buyer. If you guys didn't see the post that I put out, I do have one buyer that will take non-cash flowing deals. I don't think he'll take negative deals though. Like, you know, that threshold that I give you guys for 3,600 a year, he'll take it as long as it's not negative. But this one's, it's not gonna work.
Let me see. I'll confirm with rental meter. But yeah, the median is 2150, so that don't work. Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not. I mean, if the property is in good condition, you might be able to get a homestead buyer in there.
Yeah.
You just have to. How much are you giving them as a down payment, or not a down payment? Cash at closing.
Well, I didn't choose anything. I was doing it live right now.
I mean, shit. So, even if we gave them 15 grand, you would just need to find a homestead buyer that had $30,000.
Oh, then they could take it over. Yeah.
And then they could, because a homestead buyer, they don't give a shit about the cash flow because they're not going to rent it out. They're going to live in it.
Yeah.
What city?
Haines City in Florida.
Does it work as a short-term rental? Did you run those numbers?
No. I got AirDNA up. Hold on.
Yeah, go to AirDNA and let's figure out what the yearly revenue is.
Yeah, one sec. Projected revenue. Yeah, it's a 4.2 is 33,000 for the year. I think that's low.
That's exactly what the rent is. It's like 2750.
Yeah, it's at 33. It's 2750.
Yeah, and this one's actually losing more money.
Yeah,
because of all this shit. Yeah,
sorry, Manny.
Unfortunately, you're gonna but here's the thing: you call him back And I would let him know. Like, have you've got agents sending you stuff to say, hey, thanks so much for sending it to me. I ran it, and I would send him this. So you can, because he ran it as a short term as well. Send him both of these and say, look, man, obviously this thing's losing money every year. None of my investors will take it. If you've got anybody else that's interested, I'll be happy to look at it.
Yeah.
That's how you establish good rapport, because you don't just be a yes man, but you say no, but you back it up with facts, with math.
Yeah.
You know
This
what I mean?
is why.
Right here. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Cool. Anybody else need any help with anything or have any questions?
Hey, Sean, I got a question.
What's up, man?
First, I want to introduce myself. I'm new to the group. My name is Louis. You call me Lou. I've been here, I was here listening to you, and I'm hearing, y'all doing some multi-unit deals, and I'm seeing agent presenting deals to y'all, and it seems like y'all wholesaling these deals. Is that something that you teach?
Yeah, that's why we're here right now.
And this calculators that you have up here, that's how you use to break down the deals and all of that, like kind of get your numbers right.
Correct. Yeah, this is in which Discord are you in?
I don't even know which Discord I'm in.
Well, it doesn't matter. In either case, it's on the left side. It'll say deal machine calculator.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw that.
One thing, guys, because I keep getting requests in my email, and I know some of you guys aren't used to it, so I don't mind repeating myself. But if you need access, when you download this calculator, it's going to be in view only. Don't request access. You'll never get it. What you got to do is you go to File, you go to Make a Copy. You can name it whatever you want, and when you click this button, another version of this calculator will pop up just like this, and now you can edit the numbers and actually use the calculator. If you request access, it's just going to go to an email address that's not monitored. So just so you guys know.
Hey, so question, Sean, is there like videos where I can go see that, basically how you getting the multifamily deals and wholesaling them? Because I'm new to the whole wholesaling game myself. I've been wholesaling for a year and maybe a little bit over a year. And I just don't know, particularly deal with single family homes.
Let's see. Yeah, I've got, well, here, I'll give you, how the hell do I get to it? Give me 1 second. I'll send you a link to my channel. And I mean, it's all wholesaling. And you'll be able to go through, there's playlists in there for on market, there's playlists for off market, creative, cash, novation, dispo, everything's in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so it is in the in-call chat right now.
I appreciate that.
And if you're looking at creative primarily, like wanting to learn that, because it sounds like you've been doing cash already, like cash deals off market.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for the creative playlist, I would go to the Deal Sniper 101 playlist. As a matter of fact, here, I'll just put it in the chat. That way you don't have to search for it. There you go.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Let me know if you need anything else. These trainings are every day at 6 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Anybody
every
else?
day?
Every day, 6 o'clock Central.
All right. Thanks.
No problem. Anybody else have any questions or need help with anything while I'm in here?
Yeah, I have a question. Sean.
What's up, Jay?
So I came across this property on market. It's has a condemnation report on it for a code violation of cosmetics.
Okay.
It was on market for about around $20,000. It's like super distressed. Like this property is like done for. So the realtor emailed me pictures, videos, all that crap, and the report. I offered him like $5,000 cash. But when I sent it over to one of my buyers in Cleveland, where the property's at, he said he's seen the property, and he said it's like to the point where you have to pretty much comp it to land at that point. because it's
Yeah,
that
it sounds
bad.
like it needs to be bulldozed.
Yeah, that's what he said. So if I get it, let's say get it at $5,000, do I just assign it to whatever the land value is?
Yeah.
If that, okay. So I'll just,
Yeah.
okay.
So what you want to do is here. Well, let me show you kind of the way that I look at it. Now, just so we're on the same page, especially if you guys are new to these, I'm not a land guy. I don't do land like that. So you got to bear with me when it comes to that. But here's what I do. So anytime I've got a property that's land and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wholesale this thing. I go over to Redfin, Zillow, whichever one you're comfortable with. I put in my home type. I put in land. We'll say that my property is that's too small. We'll say that it's over here somewhere. And what I want to do is first thing I want to do is I want to see if I can find anything that's sold within the last year. Just like you would comp anything else. Okay. And obviously
Right.
I want to match the size. I want to make sure I have the right size. But then I definitely want to go to see what's for sale in the same area. Here's why. Because one, like this one here, the one that I picked was 200. This sold for 240. So pretty much the same size, or it's selling for 240. How long has it been on market? 176 days, which means 240 is not going to cut it. So I'm going to probably chop off as much as I can. And I'm going to be shooting to make like $5,000, maybe $6,000 on land. Because here's what land flippers do. They buy the land as cheap as they possibly can. And then they hold it for 6 months, maybe a year. They wait until it goes up in value like 10 grand and they sell it. And they end up clearing like a $6,000 profit. So I wouldn't get the one that's 200 that I end up being the subject property for this example. I wouldn't give them more than probably $175,000, maybe even closer to 150, and I would sell it for 160, and I'd be happy if I got 155.
Okay.
Because
So,
based off this here, now granted this one's probably different or in a different. Oh, it's 5 acres. Okay, so but based off these here and how long they've been on market, land you need to sell cheap and quick. The land is a volume game.
okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I noticed that. The fees on them are a lot lower, but it's a lot more volume.
Correct. Yeah, because most
Okay.
people who are selling land, they bought it hoping to make a huge profit. They have it on market for like these 176 days. They're like, fuck, we couldn't get this thing sold. Now they just want some of their money back. And chances are whatever you're going to give them is more than what they paid for it anyway. So they're still making a profit, which is why it's easier to get a land deal under contract. It's just harder to move because your buyer pool is smaller. You're looking for land flippers or developers if it's in a booming market.
Is it harder to move if it's seller finance on the land?
You still got to get it pretty cheap because unlike a single family or a multifamily type situation where the investor is collecting rent every month and just paying the seller out of that rent, with
Right.
land, they're not charging anything. So you need to get it at a deeper discount on the purchase price and obviously as cheap as you can on the monthly because that's all outgoing money for the investor. And again, they're going to hold it for like 6 months to a year, wait for it to go up a little bit in value and sell it off. Well, if they're paying $500 a month for 6 months, that's $3,000. Now they have to wait, 12 months to 16 months in order to make that back plus the money that they actually wanted to make in the first. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah, no, that
usually
makes
easier
sense.
just to do cash for land deals.
Yeah,
Just get them,
because no
as
cash
cheap
flow.
as you
Right?
can. Exactly.
Okay. And how much would it cost if you like I guess a rough estimate if I were to get that property let's say for $5,000, how much would it cost to do demolition on it? So I'm sure that would cost a lot.
Oh, no, how big is the house?
It's multi-family. It's like 2,500 square foot.
2,500 square feet. And well, I guess the guy went to go look at it, but it's really that bad?
It's like I can literally like forward you the email. Like it's bad. I've seen videos and stuff. It's like it's to the point where like it got a code violation to the point where the city's like, we're gonna bulldoze it down if you don't fix it.
And then
Like
they
it's
just said, fuck it, we're not going to fix it. We're gonna sell it.
yeah, I get the report was they had that report from the city. The inspector came and did the code violation report back in December of 2024, and the realtor just emailed me that report today. So it seems like it's been on market for like 60 days. So it's like it still hasn't been touched. I don't know like what's going on, but the city said that they're probably going to come in and bulldoze it, and it'll be under owner's expense if it doesn't get fixed. So it's like I don't know how much that would cost or what, but yeah, it's
What
like a
city
20.
is it in?
Cleveland.
Oh, you're probably looking at, let's see, if they're using bulldozers and excavators and shit, and that's going to be like 10 to 12, and then for the demo, and then getting rid of the shit and dumping it. You're probably looking at anywhere from $8,000 to $15,000
Okay.
to
You would say like
demo and remove everything, to trash it.
okay. So worst case scenario would be like,
It's gonna be by weight too, so that depends. Is the house made out of wood? Is it made out of brick?
okay. So worst case would be like 20 maybe at tops.
I would say 25 max. Like if the house is all brick, you're gonna pay a lot for the dumping of all that weight.
Okay. Yeah, because there was like videos of like the basement with the pipes are like all broken and whatnot. It was just bad. Like every floor was just like it's like a 6-bedroom property.
What's the land going for in that area?
I didn't check yet on land wise. I had just got that answer like not that long ago. So I was actually gonna start looking towards the land.
Yes.
But
See what the land is going for, because again, even if you found a land flipper, right?
right.
And they held on to it for 6 months to a year, but the land itself is worth like $30,000-$40,000. If you get it for 5, sell it to them for 10. Yeah, they're going to put money into the demo, but then if they sit on it for a year, they'll still make the $5,000-$6,000, maybe more, depending on what's going on in that area. So yeah, I would definitely look and see, because here's the caveat to that. If the land's only worth 20 grand, you're not going to be able to. You need to get it for like $1,000 and sell it for 3.
Okay, that makes sense. And then I would comp the land like in the same zip code or like within a mile. What would you say?
With land, you can go out a bit further, but I wouldn't go too crazy, because well, shit, look at this. Granted, yeah, these are different sizes, but you gotta make sure you're matching the size for size, because this is not that far away from you. This is right down the road, and you might look at this and be like, oh shit, 1.2 million. Yeah, and that's not the case. So you got to make sure you're looking at it and making sure that you're getting as close as you can to the square footage and location of your property.
Thank you. Okay, that makes sense. Got you. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and do that and then see what I can get it for. But yeah, I offered 8 at first, and then when he sent me all that, I was like, okay, yeah, never mind, about 5. But if that's the case, if I land only at 20K, then I'm gonna have to really go down to like 1.
Yeah, because right now, if it's only worth 20K, dude, like, and you can't get it for 5 and then sell it, because they're going to be upside down on it. Even if they waited 2 years, there was probably at that point maybe break even.
Okay.
Unless you get with a developer that'll take the land and actually build on it, because that's not a land flipper, that's a developer. So that's someone who's going to buy it from you, bulldoze it anyway. They were going to bulldoze whatever was there anyway, build something new, and then sell it once it's done being built. But you almost have to do a little bit of reverse wholesaling in that situation. You need to call the developers first, and without giving them the address, you have them on contract. Say, hey, what would you pay for a piece of land in this zip code, this size, kind of deal, and then see what they would pay for it, and then make sure you get it under contract for less than that.
Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Tim, what's up, man?
Yo, I have this one that's super weird. So I'm not sure.
I like weird.
This is another one where I emailed the agent and she was like, she was gonna look at the offer. Ended up not working out on that one, but she sent me this one. She's like, this one might be able to do seller finance. There's no way. This is definitely a cash deal. But look up the property. I sent it to you in the DMs. I don't. I think it's off grid. I don't think they have electric here. It's in El Paso.
Off grid. You mean like a prepper, some prepper shit?
It could be, I guess. I don't know, man. It's
Let's
it's
see.
part of no, it's a brick building.
That looks like an Adobe house.
Here. Let me see.
That definitely looks like an Adobe house. Let's see.
Yeah, it's part of this
Well,
subdivision.
it's heated with propane,
Well,
which
shit.
that's not that big of a deal. 55. Oh, that's just a subdivision. I thought the property was on 55 acres.
That would be slick.
Mhm.
Efficient heating, propane for the winter, septic system, water tank.
Pick that up.
Roof needs repairs. Ah,
I know.
well, I'm looking. Okay, let's check the pictures. Let's see. Are there any lights? Light fixtures, light switches.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, the
No,
ceiling
man,
is missing there. So that okay. No, there's a power control unit and for a 4-outlet plug. It's got
I did
it's got
see that.
power.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that.
It's got power. It's yeah, this is a you gotta look for someone like Bert from Tremors that wants to live there.
That's what I mean. That's why I was like, is this even worth?
What's
I told her, I was like, I told her I was vetting it by my investor, and she was like, "Do you have an update?" I was like, "Lady, this is." I was kind of nice. I was like, "This is a unique property." She was like, "It's definitely unique."
Where is it?
It's in El Paso.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's kind of in the, let me see, like outskirts.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, Sean, because I also like clicked the link somewhere. I think it was in the listing, and it looks like the whole subdivision was for sale, but I can't find that now. I don't know
So
where I
it's
found it.
like an experiment. I mean, you know what? El Paso's got a
Experiment.
population of 680,000 people. If the terms are right, I would try it. But here's the
Not
thing.
under seller finance though, under cash.
I would still do seller finance. I would
Really?
try because it's on market. So it's either that or the 60% minus the $35,000-$40,000 this thing needs. I would get it under creative, especially if she said that the agent or the seller's open to it, because it's still going to move better than cash. You just got to make sure that you're not offering more than the ask. Like you're, let me see, what is this fucking thing listed for?
Any comment?
Yeah, it's a 103.5.
Listed for 103, and it needs.
I thought it would need more than that.
What's the square footage of the what's the square footage of 14?
1430.
Okay, so yeah, actually, it might be closer to 50 grand. 14.
It doesn't look like it has running water. Like it has a water tank that can be easily refilled by delivery truck.
Yeah, this is for someone who wants to be off the grid, but you know what? You might be. I'm giving it like you got a 40% chance of moving this one, because if you can get it for the right terms, because you know me, dude. I don't blow smoke at people's ass. If you can get it for the right terms and find the right buyer, I mean, you're looking for someone. You're probably looking for a homestead buyer. You're definitely looking for a homestead buyer. You're looking for someone who lives in the city, grew up in the city, has got some money, and wants a fixer-upper away from people. Kind of like what I have now. So I would try it, and I would set the proper expectation. I would tell the agent, look, we're going to try this, but this property needs a lot of work, and it's very unique. It's off grid. Basically, it's got propane, it's got a water tank, electricity is up in the air. It needs $40,000-$50,000 worth of work. I'm not pushing this to my investors. I'm going to be pushing this to a homestead buyer. So I need to make sure I can get it for the right terms, and give me 2 weeks, and I'll let you know what I can do. If I get someone, great. If not, hey, no harm, no foul. 2 weeks would have gone by anyway. And then you let them know, and all of you guys can use this, especially if you're going to stick to it. When you're in a situation like that, where you're laying it all out with the 2 weeks and I'm not 100% sure, tell the real estate agent, look, I'll put a clause in my contract that says if you get a cash offer that you want to accept, while I'm doing my due diligence, I'll let you out of the contract. Like I'm trying to build a relationship with you. I'm not trying to stop you from making money. I'm trying to help you. So yeah, if you sent me the deal and I appreciate that. Keep them coming, but I'm not going to screw you over. I'll put something in the contract that if you get an offer while I'm doing my 2-week thing, trying to find a buyer, if someone else comes up and they're ready to close, I'll let you out of the contract. No big deal.
Yeah.
We'll just work on the next one together. Tell them that.
That's
You'd be
good.
surprised how far that'll go.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I
Now-
mean, what's the loss at that point?
Exactly. Right now, it's just time. It's 2 weeks, and 2 weeks are going to pass regardless. It's either 2 weeks of me looking for a buyer or 2 weeks of it just sitting there. Which one do you want to do, Mr. and Mrs. Realtor?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the caveat to that is you have to actually let them out if they want to. Even if you've got a buyer, you got to let them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
you're torching that bridge.
yeah. That's not right. Okay.
But yeah, that's what I would do. I would still try it if you can get it for the numbers. Your offer should be like $90,000 as a purchase price, maybe 80, 85, between $80 and $90,000 as a purchase price, $5,000 down, and like $350 a month.
Okay.
And then with the purchase price like that, you can do a 2-year balloon. You can do a 1-year balloon.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, the lower the purchase price, the much easier it is to get rid of it with a lower balloon.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, cool deal. Keep me posted. I'd like to know how that one goes.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions or need help with anything?
Could you check some out for me, Shane? I had
Sure.
this property in Deal Sniper. So
So what are we doing? Are we underwriting the numbers?
yeah, try to underwrite it. See if you
All right. What's the purchase price?
280. I got
All right. What's the seller finance amount?
seller finance at 278.
Okay. So you're giving them a $2,000 down payment?
19.
Well, something's wrong with your math then, because yeah, you get $280,000 minus $19,000 is not 278.
What was that again?
Well, you've got a $280,000 purchase price, and that means they're seller financing 278. That means the remaining balance is $2,000. If you're saying that the down payment should be $19,000, then your seller finance amount should be what, 260, 261? Yeah, that's right.
261.
What is the no wait,
'Cause
hold on. Where did you get the 278 from?
I was rounded when I did the purchase price. I just rounded the numbers up in Deal Sniper
Okay.
because they was asking. They had it for sale listed for 255.
Okay.
But
And
when
did you already send them the offer?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. So then I would offer 280 as a purchase price, $20,000 down, and a $260,000 purchase price. Because who the hell wants $19,000 down payment? Just round it up to $20,000. It's $1,000.
Yeah.
Really good.
And so I did a little. Okay.
What will the property rent for? What's the estimated?
Estimated rent is 1900.
Perfect. And what are the taxes and the insurance?
Taxes is $3,032. With insurance is $1,071.
And what does Deal Sniper say we should be giving them monthly?
Monthly is 800.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot it's HOA in there also. Sorry,
How much is the HOA?
348.
That's not bad. Buyers do not like HOA. Investors do not like HOAs, though. Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah, your deal's good. I mean,
So, but then I looked at I went in PropWire and found out it was a mortgage on it, which is the balance was 137.
oh, so this is going to be a hybrid.
a hybrid or seller finance?
It's a hybrid. So here's how there's three major types of creative deals: subject to, hybrid, and seller finance. Subject to is when they have a mortgage, we're going to give them some money. At closing, we're going to take over that mortgage. They're going to walk away. A seller finance is when they have no mortgage, so what we're giving them is their equity because they don't owe anybody any money. Everything that they sell it for is profit. So we're paying them monthly on their profit after we give them a down payment. A hybrid is both. A hybrid is when they have a mortgage, but they still want their equity. So in this situation, what's the mortgage balance?
Mortgage balance is 137,540,
137.
and the interest rate was 267.
2.67.
2.67.
All right. What's the monthly payment?
622, but I was like, that's kind of low.
That can't be. Well, that's the principal and interest. So what is it?
It says 622, but on Deal Sniper, total. Oh, that was plus HOAs though. That was 1518.
I have your numbers, so that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So 622 is just the principal and interest. That's the thing. Prop wire, prop stream, batch leads. They won't calculate the monthly taxes and insurance for you. So we're going to do it. So since we have it, it's $3,032 plus $1,071. That equals $4,103. And then we're going to divide that by 12. That's $341.91. So 341.
Could you make your thing a little bigger? Thank you. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. And then you said it was 622, so that means their monthly payment is about $950. Now you'll need to confirm that with them, but that should be pretty fucking close. And then you said it'll rent for $1,900, and then we're giving them $20,000. Okay, so that's good for the mortgage. There's the monthly principal, interest, tax, and insurance, interest rate. That's the seller finance amount. There's the down payment. For those of you that don't know how I got the seller finance amount, what you do is you take the total purchase price, which in this case is $280,000. You subtract the mortgage balance. You subtract the down payment, and whatever's left is the seller finance amount. This is their equity. Actually, both of these two together, they have $142,451 worth of equity. So we're paying them for that. We're just paying them over time. We're giving them $20,000 of it at closing, and then the rest we're giving them monthly. So let's figure that out right now. So let's go to hybrid. What was the mortgage payment? $950?
Yes.
No, 67. Okay, so right now, oh, they have an HOA. What was it, 348?
Yes.
Okay. So you're still actually, hybrid deals are hard to get the cash flow. This is actually not too bad. Is 250 too much? No, you can give them $250 a month max on top of us pay, well, not us, but the investor paying their mortgage payment.
Okay. And you were saying it wouldn't be a sub two because of what now?
Because they want so the way that you determine if the deal that you're working with is a subject to or a hybrid, because if it's a seller finance, there's no mortgage. You don't have to think about nothing.
Right.
It can't be a hybrid or a sub two. If there's the difference between what they're selling their house for and what their mortgage payment is, if it's more than the 10% that we would normally be able to give them as a down payment, then it's a hybrid. If it's less or close enough to where you think you can negotiate it, it's a subject to. So in your situation, the reason why this isn't a subject to is because we would give them $20,000 at closing. Actually, no, we wouldn't, because it's 137. So we would only give them at most $15,000 at closing. They would have a mortgage balance of, I'll just round it up, $138,000 with a payment of $950. and a 2.67% interest rate. So once I put this in, this is all they're getting is $15,000. If we did this as a subject too, they're not getting the rest of their equity. If they didn't want the rest of their equity, they would sell their house for like $150,000 if they're trying to just get rid of it. They'd have enough money to walk away, pay their real estate agent, and that's it. So because I can see how much how much they want, and you told me how much they owe, then I can deduce that they want their equity, or else they would have listed their property significantly lower. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So subtracted the 137 from.
You take the purchase price, you subtract the mortgage balance, which would be the 137,549. And then you subtract the down payment that you're going to give them, which is $20,000.
Correct.
Whatever's left over is what you would give them as the seller finance amount. As a matter of fact, I did that wrong. There you go. And then how I figured this out, again, prop wire, prop stream, batch leads, when it gives you the monthly payment, it's only giving you the principal and interest. You need the principal, the interest, the taxes, and the insurance. So what you do is you can use Deal Sniper or prop wire, prop stream, but I would use Deal Sniper because none of those other sites will tell you what the insurance payment is. Figure out what it is. In this case, we figured it out from earlier. Add these two together and divide it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. That'll give you what the seller is paying monthly. Then you add that with whatever prop stream told you their principal and interest payment was, and now you have their principal, interest, tax, and insurance. Does anybody have any questions on that? Because that was actually a lot.
So that they will. You said it will actually work. Huh?
This deal would actually work if you can. I mean, here's the hard part. You have to convince them to take $250 every single month to start paying down this balance. And then you can put like a 3-year balloon on it. So the way you would explain is you're like, look, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a $280,000 purchase price. The extra money, that $20,000, we're going to give you that cash in your pocket at closing. My investor will take over the monthly mortgage payment. We put a deed in lieu process in place so that just in case they mess up, you're taken care of, you're covered. That's in our paperwork. I'll send it over to you. And then for your equity, we're going to give you $250 a month, every single month. That's positive cash flow directly to you. And then at the end of 3 years, whatever we owe you, we'll pay it off in one shot. We'll just pay off the balance. And in case you want to know what that is, you take $250, you times that by 12, that's $3,000 a year. Then you multiply that by however many years the balloon is. That's 3, so that's $9,000, right? So then you take the 122. I'm just going to say 122. $122,000. You subtract $9,000 from it. That leaves you a balance of what? $113,000. So that means at the end of 3 years, you will hand them a check for $113,000. Then that's it. They're done. That's how I would explain it to them. But yeah, your entry fee percentage is good. Because even if I take this out, you're at 10%, which is where you want to be. Your cash on cash return is a little low. It would be nicer at 15%, but your cash flow is $4,600 a year, so that's fine. If you really want to thug it out, see if you can get them at $200 a month. If you can get them at $200 a month, it's still fly off the shelf. Wait, what city is it in?
It's in Atlanta.
Who?
Look, McDonough, Georgia.
I don't know. Is that a big?
It's 20 miles out, 30 miles out of Atlanta.
Yeah, you should be able to move this deal, no problem.
Hey, Sean, that's by me there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you should definitely be able to move this deal.
Who was that? That was
Leslie.
It was Baptiste.
Duh.
yeah, that's me.
Leslie, we need to connect, brother.
Well, you want to get my number? You can call me anytime.
Yeah, I'll get your number before we hang up.
And just so you guys know, Leslie is one of my team members. Still learning, but fucking killing it. Pretty soon he won't even need me anymore, which is the point. That's why I do all this. I want to do this.
I'll never leave you, man, because you know what? I read your teaching so much now I start talking just like you.
Good. Now you can go and help other people. That's all I ask.
Hey, Sean, is it okay if Leslie give me his number over the call?
That's up to Leslie to have his number. What's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody can call me. I'm an open book. You
Uh,
got a pen?
put it
Yeah.
in the in-call chat. That way, if
Yeah.
anybody wants to, now hold on. Like I said, I'm real protective of my team. You guys don't fuck over my team. I'll find you. I don't care about jail. All right, that's it. Jimmy, what's up, man?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, I really, just my question was just more like, do you have like the script for like building rapport with the realtors, or just like,
Let's
just
see.
freestyle it, or just something?
Define building rapport. What are you trying to accomplish? Like, I know you're saying building rapport, but what do you mean? Like when you first give them a call, when you're trying to convince them to take your offer?
Yeah. First, give him a
Yeah,
call.
like I sent them an offer,
Uh-huh.
and then they said they show some interest in it. So let's say I want to call them.
Okay.
But
Let's
like,
see. There's a couple of videos on YouTube. I can put them in the main chat. I have to find them. I'm not great at naming or remembering when I name my videos. But there's one in there where I'm talking for like 3 hours about how to talk to real estate agents. It's one of my recorded trainings. I can find that and tag it, but I will break it down for you guys like this, just to put it in simple terms. 99% of real estate agents that are actually interested in your deal are only going to have one of a handful of questions. What's the term? Can we do better on the payment? Can we do better on the down payment? Can you submit your proof of funds? Can you do, when are you submitting EMD? That's it. And then a couple of randoms, if you haven't already established this before they want to take your offer. A lot of times they'll think you're the real estate agent, especially if you're using the terminology. We have buyers, yada, yada, yada. They automatically assume that you're a real estate agent. So they may ask you that. So when I'm doing my process with Deal Sniper, I send the offer out. I track it on my tracking sheet. I use the same Google sheet that I tell you guys to use. Yes, I have access to Go High Level. I like my tracking sheet for Deal Sniper. It's just easier. So after I put everything in my tracking sheet and I get to the part where it says realtor response, I call that real estate agent. So in this situation, it'd be, hey, Jimmy, this is Sean. I just sent you an offer on 123 Main Street to your email. Did you get it? Did it come through? And then I wait. And I wait for them to answer me. Yeah, I got it. Awesome. Have you taken a look at it yet? No, I haven't had a chance to take a look at it. No, I get it, man. A busy real estate agent is a real estate agent I always want to work with. So I'll tell you what, take a look at it. My people are ready to go. If you have any questions, give me a call. If not, I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. And that's it. No pressure, no nothing. And one of the things, Leslie, back me up, Tim, back me up. The best thing that you can do for your wholesale business, and I'm gonna say this as best as I can, is to not give a shit. One of the main reasons why I'm so good at what I do is because I don't give a damn. I can't articulate how much I don't care if I get that deal. I don't care if they like my offer. I don't give a shit. I'll get the next one. And because I convey that through my voice, through the way that I handle things, through the shit that they say to me, they pick it up. Like, oh, fuck, this guy's like, he doesn't have commission breath. He doesn't sound like someone who's jerking me around. He doesn't sound like someone who's going to waste my time. I can convey all of that authority and all this shit. You guys look at me like an authority figure. You don't even know my real fucking name. You don't even know what I look like. But because of the way that I talk, what I teach, and I can back my shit up, none of that matters. I practice my wholesaling spiel every day when I'm talking and training you guys. Every day. That's one of the best things you can do is genuinely not care. Because if you can separate yourself from that, then there's no fear. If there's no fear, then your brain is clear. If your brain is clear, you're going to, you guys already have the information. Most of you, unless you're super new, you've heard me do the trainings, you've watched the videos, you've read the cheat sheet, you know what to say. You just get nervous and flustered when you're on the phone because you guys think that real estate agents are some big impossible force that you can't overcome. They're just people. And you're the one that's got the ticket. They're the one that needs you. I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but it is what it is. If you guys are going after the right properties, they're the ones that have a listing that's about to expire. It's been on market for 90 plus days. It's not you. You're the one with the solution. Do you go into these calls with a chip on your shoulder? No, I don't. I usually act like a goofball, a professional goofball. Because I'm not trying to raise any red flags. I'm not trying to raise any sales resistance. I'm not having to have anyone's wall up. It's just whatever. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. My offer is good for 30 days. If you got anybody else that may be interested that's, also having a hard time getting their property sold, let me know. My investors are always ready to go. Otherwise, I'll take it. I'll talk to you a little later. That's it. I'm off the phone. It's shit. If you guys knew how much I want to get off the phone every time I get on the phone, it's disgusting. I'm doing everything I can to get off the phone. So when you say build rapport, you need to find out what you do. Like my thing is, apparently, from what I understand, my 6 personality psychosis makes it to where I can get along with damn near anyone. That's my thing. I know what people need to hear. I know what people want to hear in order for them to do whatever the hell I want them to do. You need to figure out your thing. So the first thing you need to do, memorize and understand the cheat sheet. Memorize it, and you have to be able to understand and navigate it. If you can do that, then you can reword it to the way that you talk. Not everyone's like Leslie and like me. They can't sound like me and make it sound good. She's going to sound like a shitty version of me. You guys need to be able to sound like a good version of you. And the only way you're going to do that is to learn the material. Once you memorize and understand that cheat sheet, you can navigate anything a real estate agent is going to say to you that actually is interested in your offer. Like damn near guaranteed.
Thank you. That's what I need.
And can I say something?
Of course you can.
You know what? I find a lot of real estate agents, especially if they are a seasoned real estate agent, they try, when they find you, they see you just starting, they try to overpower you with questions. What I do, I just tell them, hey, man, I'm working with a group of guys. That's what they want. If you got something, send it to me. If we can work something out, we'll do. And I leave it at that. Most of the time, they call me back.
Exactly. I mean, Tim, wasn't that you that had that real estate agent that was asking for like a bunch of crazy shit on the contract? And you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not, you need to go ahead and remove that. And what did they do? They removed it.
It was gone.
It was gone. They were asking for like money to back out of the contract. They wanted like $200 or some shit. They were asking for the EMD to be due within 3 days.
And then the option fee, they wanted $10 a day. And so my 14-day inspection period, they were like, all right, so that's 100. No, like, lady, we ain't doing that. And then there was that one in Stockdale. Dude, before they ended up accepting the offer, I think the conversation in Gmail is like 45 messages. It was question after question. They signed, but not after asking a billion fucking questions.
And that's the thing. Again, I want you guys there's too big of a gap between real estate agents and wholesalers. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. That's because of shitty wholesalers. People react to the situations that they are put in. If a shitty wholesaler pisses off a real estate agent, guess what? To that real estate agent, all wholesalers are shitty. And that's not the case. So I'm not telling you guys to go in there with a chip on your shoulder or big ball swinging, thinking that you know shit. You go in there with the mindset of, I want to work with you so that we can get this property sold, so that we can get money in our pockets, yours included. So what can we do together to make this offer happen? And if I can do it within my power, I will. If it's not, I won't waste your time. I'll just work with you on the next one. I'm already assuming there's going to be a next one. And subconsciously, so are they now. Because I don't sound like other wholesalers that have ever called them. I stand out. That's my gift. I know when people talk to me, they will always fucking remember me. Always. You just have to find whatever that is for you guys. That's it. I'm not doing magic. It's not magic. I just don't give a damn. You guys want practice? You want to see people really not give a damn? Watch the show called Impractical Jokers. Binge the whole thing. Leslie, how many times have I said that in all my trainings?
Yeah.
These guys are put on the spot doing crazy shit straight off the cuff, improv. They're just doing it. Dangerous stuff. Walking up to people, trying to sell people shit, convince people to give up their gift cards, snatching cigarettes. You want to see people who just don't care and what they can get away with when you have that mentality? Watch that show. And then do that. Because when you don't care, you're not scared. When you're not scared, you don't fuck up. When you don't fuck up, you get deals done. Period. Tim, you had a question, right?
Yeah, so
What's up?
this goes back to that weird property in El Paso, the
That
like
prepper one?
off-grid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was able to find it. This is the other address where the entire subdivision is also on market. And so
Is it
like
radioactive? What the what?
I know, man. It's a whole 55 acres. And I'm like, I don't understand.
By the same realtor?
Actually, that's a good question. So let's see. This is Mary. Let's see. And this one, yeah, same
Same
realtor. Yeah.
Man, maybe ask a quick, hey, why is the whole town for sale? Kind of deal. I mean, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
One, I'm curious, so I want to know. But
Yeah.
two, investors aren't stupid. They're going to be like,
Mhm.
well, why is this whole area for sale? And the smart
Yeah.
ones are going to think, what is it, radioactive? Because that's weird. Like, that's weird.
I know it's 500K for 55 acres, and the whole subdivision has been on market for 363 days.
Is it a
Yeah,
reserve?
there's something wrong
Yeah.
there. I
know.
would be careful. But I know what I said before, but I didn't know
Yep.
that before. So maybe
Right. That's why I want to bring it up.
yeah, do a little bit more. Yeah, because this one that's a little bit down the road. The house is nice as hell. It looks like a compound. I would live there if it wasn't in the desert.
Yeah.
But not if the whole area's got some, freaky shit going on. No, I'm not.
What's
Mhm.
the area?
And it's
In the new-
135
What's
lots.
the area in the new?
Yeah, I would do a little bit. I would just do a little bit of digging. That's not an unreasonable question to ask. Be like, hey, I did notice the entire subdivision is for sale. What's up with that?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's a
Sounds good.
completely fair question.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions? All right.
Yeah, Sean, really
Oh, what's up,
quick.
dude?
So I've been like working on this this seller who doesn't have a realtor. And he wants to obviously like sell both of these properties he has.
Mhm.
But he was talking about some crazy offer. Like, he was just like, well, I would do both of the properties for a total of like 40,000 down. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, can I even like write that contract on paper really, like the two properties? Is that like
Yeah.
that's possible?
You can, but I wouldn't.
Okay.
Are they land or are they are they houses?
Houses, but they're both like pretty low quality. And it's just the issue is like the mortgage. It's just really not, I don't think it's going to work, but he's like pretty adamant on it. And I just felt like the numbers would make sense. Like 20,000 down, but it's also like, if you're saying like it's not a good idea, then maybe I shouldn't even really like give it a try.
Well,
point.
okay. So what's the purchase price of one of them,
Let me see here. Let me pull it up.
or the purchase price for both?
Let me go to my spreadsheet really quick.
Nice. Yeah, I love when people are using the resources because I actually don't sleep and I spend a lot of time making those. And people ask me for shit, and I'm like, you didn't even go watch the navigation video, did you? I literally would have told you what the fuck that is.
So the purchase price of the first one is 180.
Okay, so he wants, and what's the purchase price of the second one?
The
Is it
second one
close to the same?
is 150.
Okay, so he should only be getting $33,000 max.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like there can be like a little discrepancy there, but like it needs to be down a lot more than 40.
Well, here's the thing too. So is this what the properties are listed for, or is that the Deal Sniper numbers, purchase prices?
That's what it's listed for, but obviously I would do creative finance and try to kind of negotiate that down. But that's just, the mortgage is killing me here. It's like I said, it's that one of these houses I was here a couple, like maybe like last week talking about it. It's like that interest rate of like 8.2 or something like that, and it's just killing me.
Oh, I remember that one.
It's so bad.
Yeah,
And he's like, I'll bundle it. I'm like, oh my God.
but if I remember correctly, they don't cash flow, and they both need substantial amounts of work, right?
The other one would actually cash flow. It's 1,600 long term.
What's the
rent.
interest rate?
That one is a little bit lower, I believe. I think it's 8.1
Ooh, shit.
instead of 8.62 or something like that.
Yeah, that's
It's brutal though, just because like it's two like really financially bad like places. But when he told me to bundle, I was like, is that really even possible? Like,
yeah, you can write that up on the contract. I wouldn't, because if you put, okay, so this is just for best practices. Anytime you get someone who's got more than one property that they want to, go through you to sell, you need to, one, make sure that they understand that you're wholesaling it and that you're going to go to your buyers, and that their buyers may not buy both at once. What I mean is, one buyer may not buy both. So he needs to understand that the reason why we're putting it on two separate contracts is because if I have two separate buyers, one wants one property, one wants the other, you're not going to care, Mr. Seller, because you're still getting your money, but I need to be able to split the contract up. So that's why, if you're dealing with like a portfolio, one of my top guys, Leo, he bagged a 19 property portfolio. And he said, Sean, do I really have to do 19 contracts? And I said, yes, sir. Yes, you do. And he did. He fucking did 400 signature spots and blocks to fill out. But he did it because when we ended up selling those deals, not one investor bought all 19. This guy wanted one. This guy wanted 4. This guy wanted 2. You know what I mean? So I would definitely put them on separate contracts.
Gotcha.
But because you're putting on separate contracts, you have to treat them like separate deals. So if one deal doesn't work, I wouldn't put that one under contract, because there's no point in getting a deal under contract if it's not going to sell.
Yeah,
you're just wasting everybody's time.
Right. No one's making money at that point.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I appreciate you kind of giving me that advice there, because I mean, I was just thinking like, he wanted me to bundle it, so I thought it was like a better deal. But then again, like I knew the interest rate was really bad on both properties, so I was like, just probably not
if you're gonna potentially sell them. Now you could, just because you get them under separate contracts doesn't mean you can't still push them as a bundle to your investors. But you can't bank on the fact that one investor is going to buy both. So you need to be able to have the option of doing it in case you need it. And if that's the case, you need to make sure that each deal somewhat works on its own and is a hell of a deal when combined. And it doesn't sound like this one is.
Right. And I mean, I told him I'm wholesaling, and like, I just was pretty much like, hey, I really don't know if it's going to work. And he's like, well, how about like I bundle both properties and we just do like 40,000 down? I'm like, all right, now you're just kind of reaching. But I mean,
is this an older dude, or like, are you calling him on his cell phone or his home phone?
No, like I'm texting him back and forth because he's like,
so he's texting.
Yeah. He's like, I really don't want to like talk for like very long about it. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you don't want to go on the phone? And he's like, no, I just prefer texting. I'm like, okay. Like,
texting is fine, because it's, at least then there's a record of what you said and what they said.
True.
So that's okay. So here's what I would do. I would, so both of them are going to be sub 2s?
Yes.
Okay. So I would fill out one for the sub 2,
Okay.
go over here, take a screenshot of that, and then I would fill out the other one, the other property as a sub 2. Oops. As a sub 2, and then go same thing, take a screenshot of that and send it to them and say, look, even if you bundled them, here are the numbers. My investors are not really, this isn't what my investors are really looking for. What they would be looking for is this, and you send an alternative. And then you let him know in that text, I don't want to waste your time. You know, I know we haven't spent any time on the phone, but I don't disrespect my potential clients like that. So this is the best we're going to be able to do. If this works, I'll send you paperwork. If it doesn't work, good luck to you.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. At least just show them the numbers and the proof.
Yeah,
Because
you don't want to just shit on something that someone wants. If you're going to shit on it, you have to at least back up. Like, okay, all right, here's why we're shitting on it. I'm not just being a dick. Like even in my the cheat sheet when the why 0% answer, I explain in there, I'm not trying to lowball your seller at all. I'm not trying to lowball you. I want this deal to close, but my investors need properties that are going to cash flow. And if you look at the screenshot I sent you, the property does not cash flow. There's no way for me to push that to them. So what can we work on with your sellers to get them to numbers to where everybody's happy? And then that's it. You leave it open.
Gotcha.
Same thing with this guy. Hey, man, as you can see from these photos, my investors are looking for properties that cash flow. Your properties not only need work, but they don't cash flow to the level that they're going to need to. I don't want to waste your time. I don't ever disrespect my potential clients like that. Here's what they are willing to do. If that works, I'll send you a contract in 20 minutes. If it doesn't work, good luck to you. That's your hard stop.
Gotcha. And then just wanted to see here because like I have like some of my brother's friends who like I was like just wholesaling and they were like, oh, like I would love to work with you, da da da. And I was like, all right, like you guys are gonna be my cold callers because they're like 17 and 18. So I mean, like, you know, I really don't know like kind of how to mentor them. Like I wish I had like kind of like a spreadsheet. I could just be like, hey, we need this information from each seller or like, you know, each realtor. Like, is there like a cheat sheet? I know like you have like a full, like, you know, all in the Discord, but is there one specifically where it's like, hey, you need this information like on the call and like, you know, whether it's on, off market, whatever. Like I could just like kind of give them to like, you know, kind of set me up here.
Yeah, I need $75. No, I'm just kidding. Go to forms and docs. That's what I'm saying. Nobody ever watches the damn navigation video. Go to forms and docs on the left side, and the first one that literally says forms and docs, everything that you would need is in there. Even follow-up process, renovation.
Yeah, I feel like there's just so many, so it's like people don't know which one to even access. But I mean, I might as well just download all of them at this point.
I mean, I would. Yeah. I mean, there's even a warm call script in there. I don't ever go by. Anyway, property evaluation checklist is what you're looking for.
Perfect. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something I can give to them tomorrow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Connor, if there's when you go through the forms and docs, if there's multiple different ones that you want to utilize, download them, upload them to ChatGPT, and just have it regenerate one single form with all the information you need if you want something in just one document to send.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea because like they were just like, hey, like emailed me like what to like kind of start like cold calling. Like I don't really know what to say. I'm like, all right, like I was like, I'll try to get you all the information I can.
Why don't you just have them jump on the training?
Well, they don't have Deal Sniper.
Yeah, but the training is open to everybody.
Oh, is that so?
These lives are open to everyone.
Gotcha. See, I had no idea at all. I thought this was just like Deal Sniper.
No, there's people from a bunch of all the communities that I run. Now, some of the communities get separate trainings that the others don't get access to because they're specific. On market for one, off market for the other, novation for one. That's different. But for the ones that are posted, and yeah, you can absolutely, because here's the thing. Let's say your people get some training and then they want to join Deal Sniper. Well, cool. They can join Deal Sniper. They already have access. Not access, but you know, they know what it is.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely let them know. I mean, I hope they stay committed with it. I mean, I'm trying to convince them to just like, get like at least like 50 calls, whether or not they get an answer or not. But I mean, but they're kind of a little bit younger, so it's like I don't really know if they're going to be like committed. But I'm going to try. I'm trying to get like a little army, like
One
some
of the
free
best
VAs.
things that you can do to build and lead an army is learn how to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I
So you
definitely
gotta-
have a lot of work to do, but
Yeah, you got to learn this shit first, so that you can actually.
that's what I'm
lead.
saying. They just were like, "What are you doing now?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just kind of like trying to wholesale now." They're like, "Oh, like we kind of like saw people were making good money off it." I'm like, "Yeah, like, do you want to work with me?" And they're like, "Yeah, like we would do cold calls." I'm like, "Say less." But yeah, I definitely have to learn a lot more before I get them locked in. But I appreciate all you're doing, Sean.
No problem. Anybody else got any questions or need help with anything? All right, cool. As always, this training, the recording will be on YouTube tomorrow at about 8 a.m. Other than that, I'll be in the Discord for probably another, 3-4 hours. So if you need anything, you guys can hit me up in there. Otherwise, have a good night. I'll talk to you later.